Welcome to Football with Chris. Today our focus is Nigeria in Group D. Nigeria has qualified for the World Cup a record of 5 times. This inauguration coming up in Russia are trying to make it the 6th time Nigeria is actually qualifying for the World Cup. Nigeria's first and best performance ever was in USA 94. USA 94 was an amazing period for Nigerian football, being the first time we ever qualified for the World Cup. But we didn't just qualify. Nigeria actually showed the world what they had to offer to the world and the great game of football. That team had wonderful players like Rashidi Yekini. Rashidi Yekini happens to be the highest goal scorer ever in Nigerian history with 37 goals, and also saw the lives of players like Daniel Amokachi, nicknamed the Bull. Daniel Amokachi, nicknamed the Bull, actually scored the second best most individual goal in the World Cup. As at that time, that goal was the goal scored against Greece, the Nigerian second goal against Greece, which was an amazing goal where he had to beat like 3 to 5 people before he shot the ball, that even the commentator said it, that no keeper in the world could have stopped that shot from Daniel Amokachi. Great World Cup we did. We lost narrowly in the second round to Italy. 2 goals from Baggio. We're actually 2 minutes away from victory before we conceded the first goal, and Baggio set it up in extra time. We also went back to France 98, our second qualification, which we did very well also, but we humiliated in that whole tournament by losing 4 goals to 1 to Denmark in the second round. But not so that before we got humiliated, Nigeria had the best game ever they've played in the World Cup, and by far one of the best games in the World Cup. We actually upset Spain, which was one of the favorites at France 98. We beat them 3 goals to 2, courtesy of wonderful goals, especially the goal from Sunday Olise. The shot was so hot that nobody in the world would have stopped that shot. We won that game 3-2, which was a memorable game that Nigerians will never ever forget, one of our very glory days in the World Cup. But we also qualified for Korea, Japan 2002, and also in South Africa 2010, but we failed to advance past the group stages. In 2014 in Brazil, Nigeria also qualified, and we're fortunate enough to also qualify from our group to the second round, but we lost the second round to France, so we didn't qualify. But now it's 2018, there's a new hope, there's a new spirit because of the camp and the way the boys are bubbling. We have international players all over the world playing top football, top class football over the world. Players like Victor Moses that plays for the likes of Chelsea. You know, players that we have players all over the world playing good football, and they are playing very good right now in Europe. It's also a very young side. Nigeria is actually taking one of the youngest side ever in this World Cup. So what can they perform in this World Cup? It is sad to say this, but in our 6th ever qualification for the World Cup, we are drawn with Argentina 5 times, and so far 4 times we have met Argentina. We have never beaten the Argentines. We have always lost our games to the Argentines. So we don't know what can happen this time around. Now we're drawn in the same group with Argentina. Can we defeat them this time around? People say yes, there's hope Nigerians can defeat the Argentines, courtesy of the last friendly game we played where we beat Argentina 4 goals to 2. But the truth of the matter is that the World Cup is a different ball game from friendly games. So let's hope Nigeria can make the country proud, carrying up the green, white, green flag up high, and make sure they can also defeat Argentina just the same way they defeated them in the friendly when it comes to the World Cup, because that's when it matters most. Thank you for watching Football with Chris. Have a great day, guys. What we're saying.